All right, guys, how's it going? Getting the monitor for the questions set up here, so that's why there was kind of this long, weird, awkward silence. I apologize. Um, anyway, I should be live now if anybody's around yet. You may not be. That's okay. And heck, maybe nobody shows up at all. You just never know, right? But anyway, I'm gonna do a live show anyway. What's up, Malachi? How's it going? What's up? Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have seen my video yet on the 9R. I'm kind of amazed with this thing. What's up, Scott? Hey, you had a birthday this week. Happy birthday, my friend. Hope it was a good one. What's up, Jeff? Did you see Millennial Farm? I did not. Oh, I hate to hear that. I hope it wasn't too bad. Boy, that's terrible. We had some weather around this area here the other day, but luckily, I don't think anything was damaged too bad, thankfully. So that's a good thing, for sure. Always feel bad when people have to deal with natural disasters. I know we've had our chance. We did have a shed one time get destroyed by a tornado, and then the flood of '93 pretty much destroyed everything. So unfortunately, I have some experience with that sort of thing. But things get better. So the big 4-0. All right, Scott. Nice. Took out a shed and a few grain bins. Wow, man. Are you going to Dyersville in a couple weeks? Yes. I'm not setting up to sell, although if anybody wants anything from me, I'm more than happy to deliver up to Dyersville. But we'll be up there just hanging out. We're going to go up Friday. Probably end up in Dyersville around, I don't know, noon, 2 o'clock, something like that on Friday. Kind of just go and see some people and check out the Plaza Antique Mall, all that sort of thing. And then, Saturday, spend the day at the show. And we've got some get-togethers Saturday evening to go to, and then Sunday come home and hopefully have a safe trip back home. So, do you think we will see anything new at the show? I think it's possible. Um, if we weren't in the whole supply chain issue situation, I'm sure we would see some new things. But I know there's some items that are sort of ready to be showed in the prototype phase, but I don't know if they quite made it stateside yet. How about that? So hopefully they have, and hopefully we'll see them, and it'll be a really awesome thing to do. But we just don't know. Got the new John Deere 7R 330 Prestige the other day. Yeah, that's a sweet tractor, right? Did a nice job on that. Speaking of prestige tractors and sweet tractors, um, starting, well, right now, and running through the end of the day, 10% off on new in the box tractors, new in the box implements on fortheloveoftractors.com. So head on over there. Just stocked up on the 9Rs, the 9RXs. Got the Kinsey wagons on there, the Elmers on there. I don't know, just all sorts of other things. So anyway, would appreciate it. Trying to really get back into the swing of things. Farm toy wise, you guys know it's just been an odd month. Been very busy. Had some health issues. My dad had some health issues. Haven't really done much in the way of doing farm toys for quite a while, to be honest with you. But getting back at it and gonna get caught up on everything here and just sort of see what happens. So, what's up, Rocky Top Productions? Any green light recommendations? Oh, I don't know. They've got some. I maybe don't know actually. Now I'm thinking about it, those may not be out yet. I may not be able to say. Um, I saw some. I saw some prototypes a week or so ago that were really cool, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, Greenlight. I like the Greenlight stuff. Whether it's their tractors, their trucks, or their cars, I think they're doing a nice job at a very reasonable price. So yeah, kind of a fan. Yo, King Tractor Man, what's up, Taylor? Oh my gosh. I just realized I still okay, I don't even know. I may not even I might send you an order and then just tell you to get it to me just whenever because it would be ridiculous to get stuff by Summer Show. I don't think I'm gonna be able to place a giant order for Summer Show, but gosh, I'm just having a month. I'm just telling you, I'm off my game, something terrible right now. So anyway, I can't remember anything, and we're trying to figure out why. so, um, it's just life. But yeah, nice. Let's see, Black Pete. Yeah, this guy, he's cool. I like him a lot. I've showed him in a couple videos before. Um, big fan, big fan. So I'd love to have some more of those, but those are super expensive. I mean, Pete's the DCPFs is just super expensive at this point, and I get it; they're awesome. I mean, I'm not complaining about the price at all, but I would love to have some more, but I just can't. I just my budget has to go to other things, like toys. So here is I don't want to call it a big announcement, but here is what I've been working on. You guys are thinking, oh, look, it's a shed. Well, yeah, it's a shed. Um, it's a modular shed. So what I've done, and I don't know when these will be ready for prime time, but I'm hoping certainly by national soon. And I'll try to bring a few to Dyersville just to show some people, but for the summer show. So here's the idea. So, if I'm going to build a shed, I don't know what size shed you want, right? So I made a shed it's basically going to have both end caps, and we're kind of going to do a basic like 60-foot kit. And what you're going to be able to do is you'll be able to extend this shed to any length you want. Now, if this is popular, of course, it'll have a back end too. If this is popular, I will do different size widths as well. But my thinking was this is something really simple for a couple of reasons. One, I hope it's inexpensive and people can just play with this thing if they want to, young kids or somebody just starting a model farm, something like that. Two, I hope it starts out as a good starting point for people to customize. So, if you wanted to dress this up, all you'd have to do is come run some balsa wood studs through there. You could do rafters. We may end up doing a roof system. We will at some point. I'm not saying may. We will at some point end up doing a roof system. May even like 3D print some steel I-beams or something that could be bought separately to dress it up. But anyway, I'm just kind of curious to see what you guys think of this idea. So, a modular shed that we can make any length. You just need the correct end caps that you want. Don't know for sure on price yet, but the idea is I'm trying to make them inexpensive so that anybody can do this. Not, I don't want this just reserved for a guy that has a ton of money that he's going to sink into his display. And I want a young guy that wants a shed, just a carpet farm. I want him to be able to get these. So this has been a project for me. I've been 3D designing a long time, but I'm tolerance is right. Getting everything just to look the way I wanted it to look correctly and all that sort of thing. It was very tricky, but particularly the tolerances. Now I think I've got it figured out though. Like I said, it's just super easy. Just slides out, 2 pegs slide in, and then if you really wanted to, you could glue those. I don't see why you need to. They fit nice and snug. And like I said, you can just extend that, kind of the way you want. So that's kind of been my big project. I'll say lately, although like I said, in the last month, I've had life and I haven't been able to do much of anything, but I was really hoping to have some of these turned out already, but that's the way it goes, and that's fine. I'm happy with the way it's turned out so far. So always really nice to see what everybody else thinks on that. So Taylor says it's all good. We can hook you up. I have a new item I think you need to see and help me with. Oh. Well, I like that idea, Taylor, a lot. I like that a lot. So yeah, cool. I mean, I'll help with anything I can. Um, that's what it's all about. So yeah, that's awesome. So anyway, that's kind of my uh, big thing I wanted to show you. I'm pretty proud of it. I mean, it's not like nobody's gonna win national with this thing the way it looks right now, but you know what? You come in and decorate it and detail it out or whatever you might, and if not, you got an awesome starting shed for a carpet farm, I think. So I know when I was a kid, I would have loved to have had this where I could have expanded because the Earl sets, were sometimes hard to get a hold of. So anyway, let's see what else have I been fiddling with here. I'm just gonna move him somewhere safe for now. And what's awesome is ugh, words are hard. I can go into production mode on that guy now, so that's awesome. I'm excited about that. Um, this is actually my buddy Kyle, Punky K's Animation. He drew these up for me. Now they have a drawbar. Oh, here's a drawbar. I just got these primed. And I don't know. I'm honestly not 100% sure which way this drawbar goes. Yes, it goes like this, correct? Correct. Right. Anyway, you can see. So I have a nice pull type inline ripper here. If these are popular, may do a bigger size down the road. But I just wanted to have a nice 5-shanker. That way, that way not everybody, not everybody runs a giant, 7, 9, 11 shank ripper. I just wanted a nice simple 5-shank. That looks good. I think it does look good. Kyle did an awesome job on the details. You can see all of our little details that he's got on there. Fantastic work as usual, and very excited to get some of those up. I'm going to try to have at least 2 or 3 of those ready for the Evansville, Indiana show, which is, 3 weeks away, maybe? Yeah. I am working on an anhydrous toolbar. Yes. We'll see. That could be something that is ready to go reasonably quick. I've got quite a bit of the work done on it, so and I've already got all the knives and openers designed on that because I did that for another project. I actually did that for a 16 scale project a long time ago. So yeah, the toolbar itself, pretty close to being ready to go. And I'm excited. I kind of want some of those for myself. Plus, I need something to go with these awesome JHR farms, and I just the Evansville show. I don't know the date off the top of my head, but it's like I want to say the 10th or so, that weekend of the 10th of June. I can find out for sure, and I'll probably do a video on this promoting it so we can hopefully get some people over there and sell some toys. Would you be at the Stillwater, Oklahoma show in October? I would not. October is harvest season for us. So the only show we do in the fall is the Dubuque show, which is the same weekend as National, and trying to think. That's it until till Bloomington, till Thanksgiving weekend. So. Now, Stillwater's that'd be a bit of a jaunt for us. Are you going to Effingham? No. I want to go to that show so bad, but it just doesn't fit into our schedule, unfortunately. Because I always hear that's a good show. Evansville is the 10th through the 12th, my wife says. First lady of tractors there. So something else I was playing with today, you can see here in the background, is I was trying to make my coup look like it was doing a burnout. I think I got a little too much of the cotton stuff there, but I still think it's kind of cool. Anyway, that's just me playing. Yes, you guys, surely you guys have seen the Wagners by now, either my videos or TNC's videos. You can check him out. I believe the Winders brothers did a video on these as well. Um, obviously hugely sought after tractors. We didn't know we were going to get the 64th until well after the ordering situation was going on, and then they kind of threw those in because they sold so many of the 16th. So um, it's kind of awesome when you think about it, and then at the same time it kind of draws into question how collectible those 16th will be. Because if they made enough, they could throw in a 64th. I don't know, but I think they're going to be hugely collectible because they're incredible tractors. I'm kind of joking a little bit, but the 16 scale version of these tractors are just probably the best tractor that Ertl has ever made. I'm not going to say anybody else, but Ertl for sure. You could obviously go to the Precision lineup and pick out some pretty dang good tractors there too. Maybe even some that are a little more detailed than the Wagners, but I don't know. There's something about those Wagners. They did them right for sure. Are your semis customized? No, I don't know. I don't really. I don't think so. I don't know. This one could be. I'm not like. So here's the thing. This is awful, right? I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about DCP. I just thought this semi looked cool as heck, and I traded for it. So, I don't know. This is probably like the show and shine version of this. They make different versions of the Pete's, and they'll have various levels of chrome and detailing and things like that on them. So I assume this is out of that series. Now, if I pull this guy out, now this guy, oh, I knew I was going to drop that thing off of there. This guy is, let's call him lightly customized. That's going to be glued back on. So I actually swapped the tires on this, or the wheels on this, because I wanted it to match the trailer that it's pulling. And then I, just blacked out my visor because I just thought that would give it a little character and look kind of cool. I got to figure out decals. I do want to get decals with the farm name on the side of it there. Dogtown Farm or Dogtown Ag or something like that. But that's for another day, I suppose. I dream of a white road boss. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it? Holy cow, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new AC as well. They'll be cool, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we know the 440 they did a few years ago is great. I do like the decal and color scheme on this new one better. This next one coming out, I just think it's super cool. Hey, what's up, Steve? How are things over on the east side of the Midwest? Here's a little. It's got this off of Shapeways actually. It's a little shear brake. It's gonna go up in the metalworking shop and Dogtown Ag there eventually. Once I get it finished painted up, I just hit it with primer earlier, so got to do some painting on that thing yet. I think I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna try to find like some of the. It's kind of like a weird, I don't know, dark green. If you guys know. So. Yeah, I would love to see the. I'd love to see the 64 scale Case IHs get the attention that these John Deere got. Yeah, let's see if I don't know. I've probably got one of those prestige Case IHs laying around here somewhere. Let me find it. Well, I say that, and of course I don't. I've got some custom ones all over the place, but apparently I don't have any bone stock ones just laying here. That's okay. But if you guys know, the IH. Actually, I'll grab this custom one and show you. The IH does not have, the Prestige does not have any of this detail back here, and it's got the mirrors, and they just sort of slip into a spot and all that, where these are actually attached like they're supposed to be. And then of course you got the weights and you've got the 3-point and all that stuff. I would love to see Case IH get that treatment. I mean, this is my take on custom 3-point rear end here and drawbar for the quad track. So, yeah, would love to see Ertl give Case IH the same love they give John Deere. Although, I mean, like John Deere's, it's kind of Ertl's bread and butter, so I get it. You can get the 9R and 9RX from my website, fortheloveoftractors.com. And like I said earlier, running a 10% off sale the rest of the day on some of the new in the box stuff, including those tractors and including the 16 scale Wagner sets that come with the both. So I know that sounds crazy, but you can save yourself pretty dang close to $100 on a set of the WA17, WA14. You'll get the 16th and the 64 scale. You know, if you want one, and I can always deliver to Dyersville in a couple weeks too. So if you don't want to ship that thing, which I would totally get it, I can always bring it up to you. Almost done with planting. Awesome. It rained here again yesterday and Friday, so yeah, I think 50-60% planted in this area, I think. So oh, cool. Smith Model Farms. I'll have to check that out. Good. Yeah, that's awesome. So what do you guys think? So obviously we got the you know, this was a huge month for John Deere. We got the RX, the R, and both of these fellas, plus the 7R, and actually we got an 8R non-prestige this month too, I think, if I remember correctly, or somehow I ended up with a case of them. So, yeah, I don't know, like kind of a big month for John Deere, and I mean that's a pretty sweet little lineup right there, isn't it? I'm kind of impressed by these things. Like I said, I would love to see the other brands. I actually just wrote about that for my Toy Farmer article, which will be like August, I think. I think I just finished the August article. I actually just wrote about how I would love to see IH in New Holland get the love that the red guys got. So we'll see. All right. Anybody got any questions or anything? I'm always willing to answer those. Those auxiliary tanks look absolutely awesome on the two tractors, by the way. Oh, cool. Glad you like those. Yeah, I just always wanted those for, you know, four-wheel drive tractor, so I had to whip some up. So I'm glad you like them too. I'm currently trying to make a crazy detailed fire hydrant. That's kind of interesting. That's cool. I too wish the three. Yeah, I wish the 8R would have got the same treatment as these did. I think they're pretty awesome. Are you going to make some more trees again? So, you know, short answer is yes. Long answer is supply chain issues. So, and we don't know when those are going to be resolved, unfortunately. Because yeah, we had planned to have some for Lafayette actually, but you know, everything right now is just hard to get, unfortunately. So yeah, the answer is yes. Unfortunately, it's someday is the win to that. So, how to make better handrails? Get some straight pins, needle nose pliers, and you can make handrails for days, and they look good. They're kind of proportional to actual size versus, you know, Ertl has to thicken their handrails up a little bit because they've got to meet some standards, some safety standards, some breakage standards, things like that that you don't have to meet as a customizer. So that's why, you know, custom handrails are going to be a little more to scale, I guess is what I would want to say there, versus say an Ertl. I can show you. Actually, don't have. I guess I don't have a tractor with handrails on it, or custom handrails on here. But here, these straight pins I use for my four-wheeler handles as well. They work perfect. I should have angled them back some, but that's okay. Thought it'd be kind of different. I'm going to move some things around, and we'll take a look at these grain carts, because I don't think we've taken a look at them on a live yet. Yeah, well, thanks, Scott. She does an awesome job. She is super talented with all sorts of building and crafting and things like that. I mean, you guys know she made the barn on my display completely from scratch, and I mean it's freaking awesome. And anyway, yeah, she does. She makes the trees. She does an amazing job. We actually, for the display is one of the reasons that the main part of Dogtown is not finished is because we do not have enough trees. And so, like I said, but there's some supply chain issues with the material we use to make the trees, and thus we don't have any trees. So hopefully that gets sorted out eventually. I mean, we all know how that goes, and it's okay. It's life at this point. Not worth getting too worked up over. All right. Put that guy there. I'm going to grab the Wheeled and the Elmers as well. And the reason these are kind of fresh in my mind is because these will be in the month after this month that I just finished writing for the Toy Farmer. I'll be doing these, which is pretty good because that's right about harvest time. So, where can I get some good front-mounted tanks for an 8R? Oh, depends on what you want. We may have some in stock. I'll have to look and then update the website. We do have some fast style tanks, and we have some I don't know, some others, some Demcos and things like that. But I don't know for sure how many we have. we have we hopefully will be replenished with a lot of our parts. I'm gonna say right before summer show. So if I have a chance to get them put up on the website, it's a whole different story. But we should have a bunch of parts coming. So always use paper clips. Yeah, paper clips work well. Yeah, I agree. They've been nice. Yeah, so for sure. Is there any implements that will work on the 64th quick hitches? Also, I'd like to find implements to hook up to the 16th John Deere 9620RX quick hitch that I have. Gosh, not that I know. I mean, certainly custom. So maybe like you might check with Dave Holman. He may have some mounted things that could work on those hitches, but I suspect, I'll just grab it again here real quick and look. I suspect this hitch is a little wider than it should be, and I kind of feel like the 3D printed mounted equipment is not going to mount too well, actually. I don't know. We'll see. So, this should mount something like that, but you can see if in order for that to happen, I'm going to have to do a drop down, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of curious that myself, but hopefully I can get some made up and figure it out. But for 1/16 scale, I'm working on something actually, and I don't know how close I am, but I am working on doing a line of 1/16 scale implements, and they will be metal frame with 3D printed detail parts. So, they'll be hefty. They should be nice. Got the design work for maybe a couple done, but we've just got some tweaking and stuff to do. It's just going to be kind of, it's going to be some trial and error. We've never made the frames in the process that we're making them. We're actually CNC plasma cutting them, so we're not necessarily 100% sure what we're getting into just yet. But I think the end result will be cool. But the idea, I hope, is that sooner rather than later, I mean, at some point this summer, if everything goes well, we've got at least one and possibly two 1/16 scale implements available, and we'll just have to see. how, how that all works out. Obviously, making them like that, they're not going to be, inexpensive, but I'm also not trying to break the bank with them. So we'll just have to see where that lands as well. But like I said, stay tuned. I'd love to outfit your 16 scale four-wheel drives for sure. What do you think Ertl will make next year? Well, that's always a pretty good surprise. I mean, Ertl is tight-lipped, or pretty tight-lipped a year out. I mean, as maybe odd as that sounds, we will, we'll maybe get some hints along the way or whatever. But I don't know. I'd be curious to see if they have another idea for their Prestige Select line in 16 scale. I think it's been like a couple years since we got the Combine. Now we got the Wagners. Maybe they've got something else figured out for that line. Um, I know some things I would love for it to be, but I doubt it's the same things Ertl wants it to be. Um, I'm sure we'll see a 40-20 because, well, they make a 40-20 every year. So hoping for a 64th 8RT. I would love to see a 64th 8RT. I don't think we will, unfortunately. I think if you're going to do that, that's going to have to be a custom job, because I was talking to the guys at Ertl at National about that very subject because I really like the 8RTs. And they said that they didn't think there was enough demand to redo the tooling cost because, of course, the 8RX and the 8RT, the undercarriages are quite different, as you know. And so, unfortunately, that means that's not an easy swap for them. But gosh, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? No, I'd like to see a 9RT or a small frame 9R. Oh yeah, I'd take both of those for sure. Would love to see another 9RT. I have a feeling that now now that the RXs are here, we're not going to see too much RTs anymore. I really wish we could, but um, I just don't know if we'll ever see those again because of the tooling costs. Found one on eBay, custom, but bad job on it. Yeah, that's why I haven't done one because I'm not sure I can do it justice necessarily. I've got a couple donor tractors here that I kind of want to do that with, but just not 100% sure yet how that's going to work. Here are these. I don't know if you guys. I don't know. I guess I haven't posted the video on these yet. I posted a kind of a overview of all of them, but these are really nice. I was really impressed with these 1050 ones. I got the new Kinsey decals on the side and all that. Typical spec cast as far as what they do, the detail you get, all that sort of thing. Really nice wagons. And like I said, we do have these on the website if you're interested. And we're running 10% off the rest of the day if you're interested. What I always like about them is they put the screens in there. I just think that's super cool. There's just a detail that they didn't always do, but then they kind of figured it out, and now we get these nice high detail ones. So I don't know. What do you guys like, the track or the wheel version better? I almost kind of feel like I'm liking the wheel version better. Anyway, all sorts of detail here. I really like him. And then the big fella, the Elmer's Hallmaster 2000. So this guy's massive. I mean, wow, what a huge grain cart that is. Again, nicely detailed. It's got the ladder in the tank. I'm not really sure why you would need to go in the tank of that. I don't know, but I guess for maintenance or something. But I'm pretty sure I've never been in the tank of our Kinsey grain cart. I'd like to see, yeah, anything Ford in a high detail casting. I think that'd be wonderful. This is just kind of the underside of these guys. What's really interesting about the Elmers, and I'm kind of curious to see if the Elmers guys, if this was a demand of theirs or what. But notice how Elmers does not have the pin like the Kinseys do. So, like pretty much every spec cast implement has, to be honest with you, they all have the pull pin. This guy just has your standard hookup, and I'm not upset at that, actually. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I'm like I said, I'd love to know. I'm very curious why that's a thing. Don't mind me. I'm just playing with things, just exploring. I will say these tops, the tarp bows top, they're flimsy. I think you got to be careful with those. But what implements should be manufactured to complement the Prestige line? Excellent, excellent idea. Excellent question. So we got that one big John Deere disc ripper. Unfortunately, it was kind of plasticky and chunky, but it's a pretty cool ripper for sure. I think they did a nice enough job on it. I would love to see something with a little nicer detail than that. I think that would be incredible. I would love to see um, maybe like a really big field cultivator, like one of the new John Deere like finishing tools, I guess is really what the best way to put it. I'd love to see something like that to go with the 9RX. 24-row planter would be awesome. I agree. Um, and then I don't know, we probably, I'm sure we won't see it from SpecCast, but maybe Ertl could do, John Deere's got a mock till, a high speed thing. How about a big version of that to pull behind these big 600 horsepower tractors? I think that would be super cool. Um, Obviously, if Ertl did it, it's going to be a little less detailed than the SpecCast version, but I think it would be neat. I think it would be worth doing and worth seeing. Other than that, I think if we see implements for the most part, they're going to be newer. So yeah, so like a double fold VT is probably something we could see to go with the big tractors. Maybe, I would love to see some classic disc rippers like a 510 or something like that. But that's just me being, personally, those are rippers that we ran for years. So I don't think Ertl would ever do that. Do I know whether or not they're going to make a spec cast Gleaner S98? I don't know anything about that if they're going to. I'm not saying they are, they're not, but I've not heard. Boy, that'd be cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's one thing to make a 1/16 scale John Deere, for Ertl to make a 1/16 scale John Deere combine, because one, they only made as many that were ordered, so they knew they were going to sell them. And two, John Deere has a pretty rabid fan base that will kind of collect anything. If you're a 16th guy, you're getting that combine. So Gleaner, of course, there are lots of Gleaner fans out there, but I don't know that there's the volume of Gleaner fans, but plus guys that actually own the real S98 to necessitate the tooling cost that it would make to make one of those. And so I'm just thinking, the Deere sold for what, like $800 or something. I mean, I think the dealer cost on those was four something, 450, 475. I don't remember. Quite, half of retail. And honestly, those kind of fell flat on their face when they came out. Um, I think one, because they were so expensive, and two, because they were so huge. Um, so I just, yeah, the risk of, for somebody like SpecCast, who's going to have a huge amount of tooling dollars to make that combine, and then maybe not sell that many, because I don't think you could sell 5,000 1/16 scale S98s. Yeah, I just don't. So I just don't see it, I guess. I'd love to be shocked. I'd love to see it, though. What do you think SpecCast will make? I hope they make a new Massy Ferguson tractor. I do too. I really want them to make some new Masseys. But yeah, I don't know. Would like to see someone offer a bale wrapper or a tedder, smaller equipment. I agree with that. I would love to see a bale wrapper, a tedder. I think all of those would be popular. I think haying equipment in general is very popular, and I think that is a well placed place for tooling dollars if you're Ertl. I really do. Now, of course, they've got the numbers to tell if that's, if I'm on the right track or not, but I do feel like there is a market for that sort of thing for sure. You think we'll see Wagner's as a shelf model? No, I don't. Um, I may be wrong on that, but I don't think with this Prestige Select series that we're going to ever see the items made in those in that series as shelf models. I think that's the whole kind of point of that series is this is only the kind of premium collector version of this, and that's it. So with that said, I am sure once all the buzz calms down a little bit, those 64th Wagners are going to be out there and maybe a little less on the price. Or you can always go to my website and buy the set of all the tractors and then just sell off the 16 scale. And you may make your money back on it, or not, or end up not paying much for the 64 scale at all. Um, I mean, I realize it's a huge chunk of change to lay out, but it's possible that you could do that. Um, so yeah, but I don't. It's my understanding that the Prestige Select series, that's going to be it, and we're not going to see those in other castings or other the the play versions or the shelf model versions. So that also means it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens with the next one if they continue to do this series, which I can't imagine they wouldn't. I know the Combine was, like I said, I don't want to say a miss, but I don't think it was a huge success. But this Wagner, I think, was a huge success, and um, hopefully the next thing they do is as well. So I mean, I certainly feel like the Wagner was received well enough that they've got to try another one, right? I wonder how many of those 16 scale Deere's combine ended up at dealers and in farm offices as opposed to collectors' shelves. I'm sure there was plenty of that. I mean, but around here the dealers couldn't get rid of them. Um, there were a lot of those that they set on the shelves for a while. So, and you gotta the price is obviously a turnoff, but also a 116 scale S series combine is huge, and you've got to have some serious real estate on your shelf for one of those. So I'd love to see a 2745 Massey Ferguson 16th come from Ertl, something from the 70s and 80s. Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. That'd be awesome. I would love to see SpecCast get into um, more Masseys. I think there's plenty of potential there, but yeah, I don't know. Like I hope they kind of go after the Masseys a little bit more. Hey, what's up, Chris? Hope you're doing well. I got stuff to send you still. I haven't forgotten. It's just been a month. uh, I actually think I have a couple implement kits I'm gonna see what you can do with. I think you'll appreciate them, I think. So, did I see the new Ford Ranger from Johnny Lightning? I have not, but that's awesome. I'm glad we're getting a Ford Ranger. That's cool. I could see it. I could see it there, Tad. I could see both of those tractors at some point ending up probably as like a national show tractor or museum tractor or something like that. I really do think um, that's possible. If you look though, the white tractors, the white four wheel drives that they brought out years ago, they're kind of rough to find now. So clearly, there's collectors out there for those tractors. Oh, beach day. That sounds nice. Yeah. It's kind of cool and damp here, which I mean that's just been the story of our spring so far. Two of your dream tractors, those are nice tractors to dream about. That's for sure. Those are cool tractors. I mean, I particularly would love to see that AC, but yeah, the white. I'd love that too. I mean, I think those tractors look cool. But you know me, I like anything with a four wheel drive. I'm pretty much game for anything. So, oh, that's very cool. I've not driven either one of those. I would love to. That would be amazing. Yeah, that would be super cool. I would love to see that. That would be a cool planter to have for sure. Cotton equipment would be cool. I think the problem is, uh, cotton farming is very regional, regional. I think I might have just invented a new word there. It's very regional, and so I don't know. That there are thousands of people out there that are interested in that sort of cotton equipment. But I mean, guys like me that just love equipment, I would certainly jump on some cotton equipment. That'd be super cool. 164 scale Agco Star, yes, get it done. That'd be so amazing. I mean, that seems like that could be a spec cast thing. And actually, oh, someday I can tell this story. I'll tell this story someday. It's not going to be today. It'll be maybe later this year. I have a really good story about trying to get spec cast to make a 4-wheel drive tractor. So, I mean, I don't know if it's a really good story, but I have a story about that. But like I said, I can divulge details later this year. So, do you know if they make any custom parts for International 1256? What scale? Kenneth, 16th or 64th? And I think the answer is yes to both of those. 16th scale. Okay, so have you checked out Chucky's? Because I don't know if he would have anything, but he may. Certainly when it comes to wheels and tires, he's going to. Dakota Toys will have things like exhaust and breathers and things like that you might need. Um, you could do something like a fender radio, which I think is going to be JHR Customs or JHR Custom Farm Toys. Jeremy Richards, if you want to check him out. That reminds me, I gotta send Jeremy a message. I haven't talked to him in forever. Um, I assume he's busy being Jeremy or whatever, but we usually talk fairly often, and I don't know, I haven't lately. So I mean, I'll see him in 2 weeks. But anybody sell 64 scale sprayer hauler trailer? I'm thinking if they do, it could be Eric Hazelhorse at Rockin' H Farm Toys. Definitely check him out. He does a lot of really cool stuff like that. He has a lot of nice trailers. I'm not gonna say for sure he's done a custom spray trailer, and if he hasn't, I'm gonna put a bug in his ear to do it. I do believe Moore's Farm Toys years ago had a custom spray hauler, if I remember correctly. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm painting lids on Kim totes. Speaking of Jeremy Richards, that's where I got these at. Apparently, I can't talk and paint at the same time. I got super quiet there. I apologize. Met Eric at Farm Toy Show. Eric is a great guy. Always enjoy talking to Eric. We'll message back and forth occasionally with ideas and just to see how each other's doing. But yeah, he's a good guy. I like it. I like what he's doing a lot. And just if you have good people, then in this hobby, and he's one of them, and he promotes the hobby, and that's awesome. So hope to get camping soon. Yeah, it's definitely getting camping season, isn't it? Yes. Oh my gosh, subcompact and compact tractors. Agreed, Scott. How awesome would that be? Yeah, absolutely. Would love to see that. I kind of want to do a Massey GC 1720 since that's what I've got, but I just can't take the time to do it because I'll be the only person that buys one or that wants one probably. But I just would love to have one, obviously because I have a real one. You guys know how that goes. It'd just be super cool. Oh, Ferrix has some too. Cool. Okay, great. Yeah, so Adam Ferrix Farm Models. You can find him all over. I think on Instagram is probably the easiest place to get a hold of him. So apparently he has some sprayer stuff too. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. And there we go. There's 3 of those things painted up. Would be cool. Let's see. We were hesitant to go to a toy show, but you did. Yeah, I'm glad you did too. Toy shows are awesome. It's just a fun way to meet people and all that stuff. Prepare to lose all of your money if you buy from Adam. Adam's not cheap, that's for sure. That's the premium market that he deals in. I missed a high detail white 2180. I would love to see a nice high detail white. Christy would buy anything Massy. This is a good call. So the question is, can I sell Chris Steve enough subcompact Massey tractors to warrant the time it would take me to design a subcompact Massey tractor? So that's a good question, and maybe. Mahindra, Kubota, yeah, I would take any of them at this point. I mean, I really would. Like, I just think that the farm toy world needs some subcompact tractors. I just, it would be really cool. John Deere 2520, those are nice tractors. If you can't tell, I'm a big AGCO guy. Yeah, I kind of knew that, I think. There's nothing wrong with that. That's for sure. I believe I know the answer to this, but if you aren't too busy, would you want to play some Forza tonight? Let's pencil that in as a maybe, because I say that if I can get the work I need done, my wife's a little bit under the weather today, so she probably will go to bed early. So maybe, yeah. Anyway, I'd love to get on and just chat with you anyway and hang out if it's possible. 9330, rare for your area. Okay, yeah. Mainly see 8Rs. Okay, yeah, I'm always um it's always really interesting to me to see what tractors are like the dominant tractor in certain areas of the country. For example, here where I live, it's everything is on tracks. I mean, just everything. It's going to be a quad track or a 2-track machine or the Magna track, something like that. That's pretty much what you're going to see here. You will occasionally see a front wheel assist tractor or something like that. But if it's a newer tractor, for sure, it's going to be a track tractor. But what's really interesting is if you drive to the other side of the state, you almost never see tracks over there. And so I just find that really interesting that you can drive 2 hours and it's like a whole different world, basically. And then I'm trying to think, where were we? I guess we were in maybe like northern Arkansas last year, and it was a lot of 4-wheel drives. I thought that was really interesting. Do I play Forza? So, well, I used to. I used to play Forza almost nightly, if I'm honest. I'm lucky to play it once every couple months. Unfortunately, life is busy. I do love Forza. It's kind of relaxing for me to get in and hot lap, or if I'm playing Forza Horizon, to just get in with some buddies and have fun. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't want to like sound braggier here because I'm not that way, but I used to be very good at Forza. On several of the Forza Motorsports titles, I've definitely got some top 100 lap times on some tracks and things like that. So I used to race pretty religiously with a group of guys. I mean, and we would take it fairly seriously. I mean, you'd have certain specs you'd have to build the car to. There was, qualifying, practice, all that sort of thing. So, um, but like I said, those days certainly seem to be in the past, and that's all right. Hopefully, I spend my time being a little bit more productive than just playing Forza these days. Nobody in West Ocean. Ohio has tracks, and you're rich and have 8RXs. Wow. Yeah, I've only seen two 8RXs around here, so that was a little surprising to me. I thought they would be everywhere, but it doesn't seem like they've caught on here too much. But of course, like I said, everything else is tracks. I'm like top 50 in world Xbox for in shakedown stage on WR. That's awesome. I got pretty heavy into WRC at one point. Playing, I don't know, it's been several years ago now. It's probably been more like, gosh, probably more like 10 years ago now. But I never was particularly great at that game. So, don't mind me, guys. I'm just playing with toys. I don't have an agenda here today. I mean, I guess I did. 10% off for lovetractors.com on the new in the box stuff. So if you guys need any of that, please take advantage of the sale. I'll get it shipped out in the morning. And you should have it in a day or two. So, yeah. I've I've come off this month or so where I've not been productive in the farm toy stuff. I mean, this is real life just got in the way. That's what happens sometimes. Um, but I've really got to keep pushing because I mean, my dream is to do farm toys for a living someday. I feel like in the last month or so, I've actually gotten farther away from that dream where I was constantly making steady progress forward. But I really do feel like I've kind of screwed up a little bit, I guess. But um, I'm hoping, and I'm gonna try to push the website a little bit more. So I hope you guys don't get annoyed with that because I've always kind of tried to be hands off a little bit and not just promote because that kind of annoys me when I'm watching videos and that's all people are doing. But you know, I am trying to do a thing here. So like I said, if you want some of the new stuff, please go check it out on the website. If not, no big deal. You're always, of course, welcome to hang out on the channel and chat, no matter what. The more the merrier. We just love tractors. So, hoping to be able to make some progress on the new display after you graduate next week. Awesome. Well, congratulations, by the way, on graduating too. So yeah, I hope you do make some progress on the display. Got to test drive an 8RT at a local John Deere when you were 11. Nice. Like the John Deere dealer, the Case IH dealer, is the only place that somebody's going to let you test drive something when you're young, isn't it? That's the best. Ooh, get to do some forging. That's sweet. You gonna make anything in particular, or um, just gonna wing it? I mean, that's got to be so cool to get out there and just forge, just kind of make something, hammer it out. I mean, that's just got to be super cool. Had a pacemaker put in, Larry. Gosh, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of rough. Yeah, but I've got some family that have pacemakers put in. They seem to do well with it. So wish you all the best for sure. Oh, the 8RX, nice. Oh, yeah, I still haven't driven an 8RX. I want to, just to I'd like to work some ground with an 8RX or something one time. It'd be just maybe for an hour or two. It'd be fun just to get a feel for that tractor, what it's all about. Shoot a little video. So I was going back and reading some of the Forza comments. One of the things, like, I played Forza Horizon for like an hour so far, probably, but I went and got the Supra as my first car, and it just makes me sad because I want a real Supra, and I know I'm just probably never going to get one, but it's okay. Um, but it's like, oh, I guess I could drive it in Horizon every once in a while. Really trying to improve my technique because this might be the last summer for a while that I'm able to do it. Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, that's hopefully it's something you can kind of keep at though. Got to test drive a 620 because your aunt works at Case IH when you're 10. Nice. That's nice. Farming simulator. Oh, I don't have time for it. I've played it before. I just don't have time. Like that game is so much fun though. I mean, I what I've played of it, I really enjoyed it. That's one of those things where hopefully, someday I'm retired, in 20, 30 years, whatever it is, and I can still find a PC that will run Farming Simulator because I definitely want to play that. Oh, nice. Yeah. I was just over to kind of your old stomping grounds there, Chris. Well, I went over to B&B over at St. Joseph and picked up a bunch of toys. And anyway, they just happened to be a rainy day, but I saw a lot of stuff parked in the field, so it was kind of cool to get to go over there. Oh, wouldn't it be cool to own a Porsche? I would love a Cayman personally. Uh, yeah, I mean, a 911's obviously awesome and incredible, but pretty much unobtainium if you're me. I mean, a Cayman probably is too, but I always thought the Caymans were super cool. One of the things I worry about the Supra is I'm kind of tall, and if you guys have met me, you know I'm a bit of a big fella, and I don't know that I would fit in a Supra. That is one thing uh, that I don't know I like about that. The Taycan is cool. I agree. That's super cool. I'm gonna head out. Yeah. Okay, Kyle. If I get a chance to hop on, I'll shoot you a message. Because yeah, I just love to chat for a little bit. That'd be cool. Especially since like the next 4 or 5 weeks, I'm busy. Like we've got tractor stuff and more tractor stuff and more tractor stuff. And next weekend we're going to Washington D.C. for the weekend to see all the cool stuff in Washington D.C. So yeah, be awesome. Oh, yeah, 944 should be doable someday for sure. The older 911s, I mean, you can find bargains on those for sure sometime. But yeah, 944 should definitely be doable. There's a couple around here that look nice. I always thought they were cool. I guess I need to head out too. So it's been an hour. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me on a Sunday afternoon. It's always awesome. Just always appreciate it, guys. So if like I said, if we got the sale going on for the rest of the day on the website for the love of tractors.com, and hopefully got some new and cool stuff coming soon. Hopefully the modular shed, which if some of you guys came in late, hopefully I've got these ready for prime time real soon. I'm excited about that. It's just something I've wanted to do for a long time, to have a shed that you can kind of customize to your liking, make any size. You kind of start in bare bones and you can come up with something really cool, I hope. So I'm really anxious to see what you guys do with those. So you'll be in next week from Tuesday to Friday. No kidding. That's cool. We're coming in. We're gonna be like Saturday morning to Monday night, I think. So I knew you were out pretty close to there, Scott. Yeah. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna head out. Like I said, appreciate it. You guys have yourselves an awesome day. As always, guys, happy tractor hunting.